Hey guys, it's me. I just hope everybody's doing well. Um, cause or the reason for this, not cause I should say, but the reason for this is I saw a lot of people remembering where they were when they heard that the planes hit the towers and the Pentagon and then crashed in Shanksville. And while I try to be different than other people, I think for this one, in this case, I'm going to add mine. So actually follow this time instead of lead. Um, the day it happened, um, I remember like it was yesterday. Um, I was laying in bed, um, I was half awake. Um, I had uh, picked up my phone um, because my brother-in-law the night before had said, when you wake up in the morning, um, call the HWA hotline and see if you can get tickets to the show at the door. The HWA is or was a local independent wrestling organization that ran shows every month, and Joe and I tried to go to as many of those as we could. So he told me, like I said the night before, call the hotline and see if we can get tickets at the door, um, or if I gotta stop off after work at some place and get them. Okay, fine, do that. So I wake up, I roll over, I pick up my phone, I dial the number, and it says tonight's show has been canceled due to the events in New York City. Our thoughts and prayers are with those affected, and no shows will be run until further notice. At this point, I was like, okay, what the hell happened in New York? So I got out of bed, and this is probably the fastest I've moved um, since um, in a while at that point. I know I haven't moved faster since that date, but it's probably the fastest I've moved. But I got out of bed, turned on CNN, and right as I turned on CNN, the second plane hit the second tower. To say that I was in shock would be a gross understatement. I sat there with my jaw on the floor for what seemed like forever. I don't remember moving for the rest of that day from where I was. I mean, I'm sure I did because I had to, pee or something at some point, but I don't remember moving for the rest of that day. Um, I don't remember my TV leaving CNN until that Thursday. So realistically, my TV stayed on CNN for 2 days. Um, like I said, I don't remember moving. Um, Everything in my life, whether I want it to be or not, is somehow connected to wrestling. Um, and I like it that way, because it gives me a place to go back to. But y'all, this is the one thing in my lifetime that I wish wasn't connected to wrestling. Um, Thoughts and prayers are with the families of those lost, for sure. Um, if you see a first responder today, or I know that this is a day late, but if you see a first responder, thank them, shake their hand, give them a hug, and let's come together. Um, because all the stuff we got going on now, be happening. Things could be much, much worse. And everybody needs to realize that. So, but that's my story. That's where I was when I found out 9/11 happened, and I'll never forget it. It's the day in my lifetime. It's my where were you when this happened moment. My mom has Kennedy. My grandmother has both Kennedy, and when she was alive, she used to talk about um, the Pearl Harbor bombing in 1941. So they have their dates. This is mine, and I really wish it wasn't. But be good to each other, and never forget. And The Rock said it best on the first ever sports event to happen after 9/11. It happened Thursday, September 13th. It was live from Houston, Texas. I remember all this because it's all tied together. And it was just a show where people could wrestle if they wanted to. If they didn't want to, they didn't have to. Everybody, they played messages from the guys and the girls all night. And The Rock had a message that was actually ended up on the back of one of his t-shirts. And that's still to this day my favorite t-shirt because it says just bring it in the American flag, stars and stripes. And then on the back, his quote from his little speech that he made. And I live by this quote, is we who are truly brave will never live in fear. It was poignant then, it's still poignant now, so, well, I wish this wouldn't tie to wrestling, it does, just like everything else. But that's where I was, that's what I was up to. Be good to each other, and never forget. Peace, y'all. I love y'all.